Hi, I'm Ashley, your Kickin with Ash, and today's episode is my first adventure challenge. So remember, I had to scratch off to figure out what exactly was my challenge for my very first one. And I'm super excited about it. It brought me back to my 90s, and I actually got to do something I've never done before. So let's get started, right? So I had to build a fort or a tent of some sort, just like how little boys used to do back in the day in their house with their friends. And for me, this was something that I've never really done before, with a group of girls or with anybody. And I had a blast putting it together. I was a little confused in terms of how I'm going to set it up. So, I had to use my MacGyver skills. Whatever was in that house, I had to use. Ooh. So yes, so it was real simple. I just found some ties that I had around the house, really some ties, and I tied this particular type of sheet. It looks like a hospital sheet. Call it what you want, on the chairs, and it really helped me set up my tent. I'm really simple. I couldn't go real crazy about it because this is my very first go with it, but I will say getting this sheet situation up and running was interesting to say the least. I kept trying to figure out how I'm going to get that middle part up, how I'm going to figure this out. And mind you, I already had a long day, and I'm trying to do all this before the night's over so we can get this party moving. Up there I am crawling through. And yeah, I do the weirdest thing right here. It's like really creepy and scary at this moment. Just watch. I'm just saying. So I end up doing a wardrobe change and getting ready, really ready for the night. So now this part, we're laying down the foundation of how I want the bottom to look. I got to be comfortable if I'm going to sleep under this makeshift tent inside the house. So of course, yes, I grabbed my kid's blanket. I grabbed all his blankets. Those are Avengers right there. And then of course I grabbed Batman because had to let Batman come through. Yeah, I like my PJs. I like my onesie. I don't care what the weather is. That sucker's gonna be out. And in that house, it's cold. So that onesie came right on time. There go Batman. Let's get him out. So you guys, I really don't plan to talk on for the rest of this video. But I really wanted to say I had a blast. If you've never done this before, if you never really just took the time to set this up for yourself and do this for yourself, you definitely should try it out. Sometimes I know we're so busy, it's hard for us to make time for ourselves, especially for ourselves when we have to take care of so many people. But really taking on this challenge and really diving into it, um, I just had a ball. It just reminded me of being a kid. And sometimes I think that's just what it is. Just be reminded of how I was being a kid versus being an adult, and remembering that you can always go back into kid-like stuff even though you're an adult. You don't have to live the adult life all the time. Also, I'm a pillow person, so excuse all the pillows, all the different colored pillows, all the size pillows. I love my pillows. So yeah, had to get all that together. You gotta be ready. Like, I'm going to sleep on this, and I literally did, y'all. I slept last night in the living room, fell asleep straight on the movie. Um, but I was going to make sure if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right, right? So we're almost completely done. This is just the top layer. These are the blankets, that I'm going to snuggle it with or cover myself up with at this point that I'm putting out there. Maybe I should have cut this part out. Sorry, y'all. It is what it is at this point. I should be popping it back soon, getting everything else situated and whatnot. Yep, told you. This was a little tedious, but I had to make sure everything was good. Now we're moving into, haha, I had to get my ice cream, had to get my setup moving. I enjoyed everything, you guys. This is my favorite movie. Let's watch what movie we're about to watch into. Thank you, Adventure Challenge, for my first challenge. To everybody else out there that stayed and watched, thank you for kicking it with Ash, and I can't wait to see you at the next episode.